Certain low frequencies trigger extreme fear without making a single audible sound. You feel it before you see it. It is a heavy weight in your chest, a sudden prickle on the back of your neck. This isn't just imagination or a trick of the mind. It is a biological response to infrasound. Scientists found this exact frequency mimics the vibration of a stalking predator. This discovery changes everything about how we view haunted locations. Why do these places feel heavy? The air feels thick and hard to breathe. Your heart rate spikes without warning. You look around for a threat that isn't there, but your body knows it is coming. It is reacting to the 13 Hz frequency. This is the threshold of human dread. Most humans cannot hear sounds below 20 Hz. Yet our bodies react to them physically. The vibrations move through your skull and chest. They shake your internal organs like a low hum. Your brain interprets this as a physical attack. It mimics the vibration of large predators moving nearby. In the wild, this meant a predator was stalking you. Today, it means an old building feels haunted. These structures often have hollow spaces that resonate perfectly. Wind blowing through pipes creates these infrasonic waves. You don't hear the sound, but your nerves scream. They signal your brain to prepare for a fight. The adrenaline floods your system in seconds. Your pupils dilate as you scan the room. This is the architecture of panic. It is how ancient buildings communicate with our biology. When you walk into an abandoned factory, you feel it. You think it is a ghost in the hallway. Actually, it is just the air vibrating at 13 Hz. The concrete walls trap these waves like a cage. They bounce and pool in the corners of rooms. Every step you take shifts the frequency slightly. It creates a sense of being watched by eyes. Your amygdala is firing rapidly to alert your survival instincts. This isn't magic, but it feels exactly like magic. You feel a sudden chill on your skin. The hair on your arms stands up instantly. Scientists call this the infrasound effect. It has been used in experiments to induce panic. They can make people feel terrified just by playing notes. These notes are too low for human ears to catch, but the body catches them every single time. You become hyper-aware of every shadow and corner. Your brain starts to fill in the blanks with fear. If you hear a noise, it is already too late. The infrasound has already hijacked your nervous system. It forces you into a state of high alert. This is why people report ghosts in old mines. They are actually hearing the earth move through their bones. The ground vibrates at frequencies that trigger primal memories. You feel like something is standing right behind you. Your instinct tells you to run before it strikes. This is your body trying to save your life. It is a survival mechanism from our ancient past. Thousands of years ago, we lived in constant danger. We had to be sensitive to the smallest cues. A low growl meant a lion was nearby. A heavy vibration meant a bear was watching. Our brains never evolved past these basic fears. When infrasound hits us today, the old lizard brain wakes up. It doesn't know what a factory is. It only knows that something big is moving. This creates a feeling of dread and intense anxiety. You feel like you are being hunted by something large. The atmosphere feels thick with an invisible weight. People describe it as a heavy blanket over their heads. They feel isolated and trapped in the current moment. Your heart beats faster to pump blood to your muscles. You want to leave the room immediately. This is the panic response triggered by 13 Hz. It creates a physical sensation of presence. You might see shapes that aren't really there. When the brain is terrified, it hallucinates potential threats. A shadow becomes a figure in a long coat. A creak in the floor becomes a footstep. Your mind tries to make sense of the vibration. It gives the fear a face and a name. This is why hauntings are so common in old buildings. The architecture creates the perfect acoustic environment for infrasound. Large halls, pipes, and tunnels act as organ pipes. They amplify the low-frequency waves from the wind. You walk into a room and your stomach drops. It feels like you just stepped into a trap. That is the 13 Hz frequency hitting your system. It bypasses your ears and goes straight to your brain. It tells your body that something is very wrong. The feeling of dread is actually a physical warning. Your body is screaming for you to find cover. You feel a pressure in your ears as you move. This is the air pushing against your eardrum's nerves. Even if you can't hear it, you are feeling it. It creates a sense of doom that lingers long after. You leave the building, and the feeling slowly fades away. Your heart rate slows down to its normal pace. The adrenaline leaves your system like a receding tide. But for those few minutes, you were in danger. Not from a ghost, but from an ancient fear. Your biology is still trying to protect you from predators. It doesn't know that the predator is just a wave. It doesn't know it's just a vibration in the air. Every time you feel that chill, listen closely. Is it something in the room or your own body? The frequency of fear is always waiting in the shadows. It lives in the walls and beneath the floorboards. It rides on the wind through empty city streets. It waits for someone to walk into its range. When you step into that zone, your lizard brain wakes up. It takes over your thoughts and fuels your panic. You are no longer a modern person walking in a city. You are a prey animal sensing a hunter's presence. This is the true power of infrasound. It bypasses logic and speaks directly to your soul. It uses the oldest language of fear to control you. Next time you feel that sudden, unexplained dread, stop. Take a breath and try to find the source. Is there a large machine nearby humming low? Is the wind howling through an old metal pipe? Or is it just the 13 Hz frequency doing its work? Your body is trying to keep you alive in the dark. It uses fear as its primary tool for survival. The world around you vibrates with secrets you can't hear. They are hidden in the low end of the spectrum. They are waiting for you to step into their reach. Listen to your body when it tells you to run. It might just be hearing something you aren't able to. You are walking through a world of invisible frequencies every day. Some of them are just noise, others are warnings. When the 13 Hz wave hits, it is always a warning. It is the sound of your own survival instinct and fear. Stay alert for what moves beneath the surface of sound. Check your surroundings now. What is it that you can feel but cannot hear?